let's see what we have here. Now, what I've done is I bought a used VSR-10 from Tokyo Marui. It's fairly used. The seller said that he hasn't shot it a lot, but judging from the state of the internal parts and the whole wear out and the status of the parts and how loosely they fit and what the fitting is on the piston parts, I presume that this has been shot somewhat a lot, but that's not a huge issue. What I mean to show in this video is what the effect of different parts is on the VSR-10 and its accuracy, or the let's say the range of the weapon, and how to disassemble the weapon neatly. First of all, I'm going to take the scope out, the mag out, of course, to make it safe. The internal parts, what I've already done here is I've taken apart the piston assembly. I've removed all the original grease from the weapon, and I've also exchanged a new barrel, inner barrel to the weapon. It's supposed to be 6.01 millimeters in diameter, and it's manufactured by Action Army, so I'm expecting it to be quite good with the tolerances internally. What I've done is I've chronoed the gun before the exchange of the inner barrel with a new hop-up bucking, just to make sure that the air seal is good. And what I plan to do after the short disassembly and testing setup is to chrono it again and see what the effect of the new barrel is on the muzzle velocity of the BBs. Now, what I want to show is a few things about disassembly and exchange of the spring parts in the weapon. Now, here's a little detail. If you have a Tokyo Marui, at least on the my Tokyo Marui weapon, there will be a locking pin in the piston assembly, or the barrel cylinder assembly. So you need to drill it out. What I've done while drilling it out is I've chucked the cylinder on just on a regular vise with soft jaws, and I made a lead-in punch for the material that was the pin, and I just drilled it out using a hand drill, not using a proper upper milling machine or anything like that. What you should realize is that the pin material is quite hard. It's a lot harder than the soft material that the cylinder head is, or the soft or the little bit softer material that the actual cylinder is. So if you're not careful, you're easily going to be deforming the shape of the hole that the pin is in. Now, if you move carefully, it'll be quite easy to just remove it by drilling it without any specific tooling. Few notes about the hop-up buckings on this gun. The original one, I presume, was from Tokyo Marui, the original one. As I said, the weapon was previously owned, previously used, and the hop-up bucking was really badly worn. I didn't even try to fire with it. It didn't actually adjust to any angle because it was just stuck. So what I've done here is I've tested out a few different hop-up buckings. First of all, I tried a maple leaf super hop-up bucking, which is pretty similar to the maple leaf Autobot bucking, except it doesn't have the little fin on the material. Now, what it does, it actually gives you an option to position or fine-tune the position of the hop-up bucking on your hop-up unit. Now, this one, well, I'm not 100% sure if this would even fit in this weapon. The hop-up window, or the bucking window in the barrel, seems to be similar to what my other GBB weapons or what I've seen in pictures, but this one just doesn't really work nicely with it. What I've done is actually I tried this one, then I tried to have a new hop-up adjustment lever in the hop-up unit, also from Maple Leaf, just to make sure that the knob that's pushing the hop-up rubber is compatible with the weapon. Now, the effect wasn't that good. It did hop well. It hopped well at different sized BBs or different way BBs, but it just wanted to create a slight side curve on the BBs, so I decided to try something new. Another hop-up rubber that I tried was it's a Lilacs 9-ball hop-up rubber, which in the commercial terms promises a really good air seal. Well, I tried it, I chronoed with it. It didn't bring a lot difference with the regular spring in the gun. That's an original Tokyo Marui spring. But it didn't hop up very well using the Maple Leaf hop-up adjustment lever. So it would seem so that it requires to have the original VSR-10 lever, which kind of makes sense because there's a small knob inside and it needs to push on the right spot to get the desired action. I might give this one a go. This seems like a fairly nice rubber, and even though I didn't get the BBs to hop up as much as I wanted, the trajectory of the BBs was really good and straight with this one. So I might give it a go. Changing the hop-up isn't, or opening the hop-up unit and changing the rubber isn't a big deal, and then I just need to put in the original hop-up lever. But currently it has an Autobot hop-up rubber with the Maple Leaf hop-up adjustment lever. So we'll see how that works once I increase the FPS of the weapon just a little bit. Oh, excuse me, not FPS, meters per second. We're in Europe, for God's sake. Okay, that's about it. I'll make some modifications to the internal parts once I get the parts here, and we'll do a few chronometer tests with this setup. Okay? And time to take some test shots. Now this is with M110 spring. Just a little bit of play in it, just like with the old one. but I think it'll tighten the outer barrel just a little bit better on the other threads, because it overspins just a little bit. So I need to put more tension on the screws that I would like to, and that has caused the inner barrel to have a little scuffing mark over there due to the upper screw being over tightened to accommodate the loose outer barrel. So I hope that this will fix that issue. Let's see.